Most people think change happens in big moments, a breakthrough decision, a sudden burst of discipline, a dramatic transformation. But that's not how real change works. Real change is quiet, so quiet that most people miss it completely. Let me ask you something. If you got 1% better today, would your life look different tomorrow? Probably not. And that's exactly why most people quit. Because progress doesn't feel like progress in the beginning. It feels like nothing. But here's the part that changes everything, that nothing is actually everything. If you improve just 1% every day, you don't become a little better. You become 37 times better in 1 year. Not because you worked harder, but because improvement compounds. The problem is, humans don't feel compounding. We feel effort. We feel discomfort. We feel impatience. And when results don't show up fast, we assume we're failing, but you're not failing. You're just early. One of the most powerful ideas explained in Atomic Habits is this: your life today is not the result of one big decision. It's the result of thousands of tiny habits you repeat without thinking. The way you wake up, the way you speak to yourself, the way you react when things don't go your way, the way you choose comfort over growth again and again. None of these moments feel important, but stacked together, they decide everything. This is why people stay stuck for years even though they want more. They focus on goals, not systems. They say, I want to be disciplined. I want to be successful. I want to change my life. But wanting isn't the problem. The system they live inside is. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Goals give direction. Habits decide the destination. That's why motivation fades. Because motivation was never meant to carry you long term. Your environment does that. Your routines do that. Your identity does that. Another idea that hits hard: every action you take is a vote for the person you're becoming. Every time you show up, you cast a vote. Every time you quit, you cast a vote. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you cast a vote. One vote doesn't define you, but repeated votes create identity. You don't become confident by thinking about confidence. You become confident by keeping small promises to yourself. You don't become successful by dreaming about success. You become successful by building habits that make failure harder than consistency. This is why tiny habits matter more than big effort. Reading 2 pages a day feels useless. Training for 10 minutes feels pointless. Saving a small amount feels insignificant until one day it isn't. And that day looks like overnight success to everyone else. But you know the truth. It wasn't overnight. It was daily. Another powerful idea most people ignore: your habits are shaped by your identity. If you see yourself as someone who always quits, you will find reasons to quit. If you see yourself as someone who keeps going, you'll find a way, even when it's uncomfortable. So the real question isn't, how do I change my life? It's, who do I need to become? And the answer is never extreme. It's simple. Become the person who shows up when it's boring. Become the person who does the minimum on bad days. Become the person who doesn't break the chain. Because consistency beats intensity every time. Not today, not tomorrow, but over time. And time is the one thing most people underestimate. They overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. Well, that's why small habits are powerful. They don't demand belief. They don't require motivation. They only ask for repetition. And repetition changes everything. Not loudly, not dramatically, but permanently. You don't need a new life. You need a new pattern. And once that pattern changes, your life follows, whether you're ready or not.